Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you have to trust a voice that's not your own? Where you have to walk by faith, not by sight? This is a story of such a journey of faith, trust, and miracles. Picture this: a medical massage therapist, constantly stressed about finances, always looking for the right clientele to pay the bills. That was me. But then a radical shift occurred. I dedicated my heart to God, and He changed my perspective on life. He taught me that my work wasn't just about meeting my financial needs, but about ministry. I began using the funds from my massage therapy to build a health and wellness clinic in my native country of Panama, a project I've overseen for over 5 years without setting foot on Panamanian soil. A few weeks ago, I decided to take a vacation back to Panama. I found a cheap vacation package and made the reservations, but something didn't sit right with me. I didn't have peace about spending $400 on a vacation while still in debt for the building of the health center. I felt a nudge, an impression from the Holy Spirit, that this money should go towards the building instead of a holiday. I was reluctant, of course. I felt I deserved a vacation, but ultimately, I obeyed the voice of the Holy Spirit and cancelled my plans. That's when I made a pact with God. I promised to use the $400 for the building fund, but I was still short of the $700 needed to finish the remodeling. I asked God to confirm this decision and provide the extra funds. The next day, after taking out the $400 from the bank, I felt an urge to recount the money. I did, and it was $400, just as expected. Then, I felt a strong impression to count the money in my wallet. To my surprise, there was money in my wallet that I didn't remember having. I counted it, and together with what I'd withdrawn, it was exactly $700, the exact amount I needed. I was overwhelmed. I spent the next 2 hours weeping and praising God for the miracle He had performed. He confirmed that I'd made the right choice, and in time, He provided the rest of the money to pay off the debt. So, what does this story teach us? It teaches us about the power of prayer, the importance of trusting in God's voice, and the miracles that can happen when we walk by faith. It shows us that when we align our priorities with God, He not only provides our needs, but also confirms our decisions and guides our steps. And most importantly, it reminds us that even in times of doubt and struggle, He is always there, providing and guiding. So, trust in Him, walk by faith, and witness the miracles unfold in your own life.
Ever pondered the value of money versus the heart in our dynamic relationship with God? What does the divine truly desire from us? If we contemplate deeply, we may realize that God, in His infinite wisdom and power, doesn't need our money. For He, who created the universe and all its riches, can invent money or fill wallets with a mere thought. What He truly seeks is something more priceless, our heart. Consider the story of Samuel, a humble and hardworking farmer. Samuel wasn't a wealthy man by worldly standards, but he was rich in spirit and faith. Every day he would toil under the sun, tending to his crops, and every night he would offer a simple prayer of gratitude to God. One day, a wealthy merchant from the city visited the village. Seeing Samuel's hard work and dedication, he offered him a treasure chest full of gold in exchange for his fertile land. Samuel was tempted. The gold was more money than he'd ever seen in his life, enough to ensure a comfortable life for him and his family. But that night, as he prayed, he felt a stirring in his heart. He realized that his relationship with God, cultivated through years of faith and gratitude, was more valuable than any amount of gold. The next day, he respectfully declined the merchant's offer, choosing to keep his simple life and his cherished connection with God. In this story, Samuel gave God his heart, not his wealth. He chose faith over material possessions, love over gold. He understood that God seeks our devotion, our gratitude, our love, the treasures of the heart that money can't buy. So what does this story teach us? It illustrates the profound concept of giving one's heart to God. It reiterates that God doesn't require our material wealth. He doesn't seek gold or silver, but the golden glow of our faith, the silver shine of our love. In our relationship with God, the heart holds more value than any currency. We must strive to offer Him our heart, our love, our faith, for it is in these priceless gifts that His work can truly go forward. So remember, in your journey of faith, Give God your heart, for the heart is the most precious treasure you can offer to the divine.